Look around you. We live in an era of loud desperation. Everyone wants to be seen. Everyone wants to be heard. People broadcast their lives, their minor victories, and their half-baked plans to an audience of strangers, begging for a fleeting moment of validation. They buy things they cannot afford, to impress people they do not even like, using money they do not actually have. This is the circus of the 99%. It is a world driven by ego, noise, and the desperate need for applause. But step into the world of true power, and you will notice something entirely different. You will notice an unsettling, deafening silence. The true titans of industry, the old money, the strategic minds that move the pieces on the global chessboard. They do not announce their moves. They do not brag about their bank accounts. They do not seek your approval. They understand a fundamental law of the universe that the masses are completely blind to. True power whispers. It does not need to shout. The moment you feel the need to loudly prove your wealth or your intelligence, you have already lost it. Welcome to the Silent Capitalist. Today we are going to deconstruct the law of strategic invisibility. By the end of this video, you will understand why the most dangerous and successful men in the room are always the quietest, and how you can use the exact same strategy to build an empire in the shadows. 1:30 to 3:30. Part 2. The Dopamine Trap. Dopamine Tuza. Let us examine the psychological trap that keeps the average man broke and unfulfilled. It is called the premature announcement trap. When you set a goal, whether it is starting a new business, you're getting into shape, or making your first million, your brain gets excited. The natural human instinct is to share this excitement. You want to tell your friends. You want to post it on social media. You want people to pat you on the back and say, "Good job, I believe in you." But here is the dark reality of human biology. When you tell someone your goal and they praise you for it, your brain releases dopamine. It is the exact same chemical reward you would get if you had actually achieved the goal. Your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between the applause for the idea and the applause for the execution. So what happens? You lose your drive. The hunger fades. You have already received the reward. So why do the grueling, painful work required to actually build the business? This is why 95% of people who announce their grand plans never follow through. They are addicted to the cheap dopamine of talking, not the silent discipline of doing. The silent capitalist operates differently. He starves himself of cheap validation. He refuses to speak his goals into existence. Instead, he locks his intentions inside his mind, letting the pressure build. He turns that pressure into fuel. He does not want you to know what he is building until the building is already finished and casting a shadow over you. 3:30 to 6. Part 3. Information Asymmetry, Bilgi Asymmetrici. In the world of wealth and power, information is the ultimate currency. He who holds the most information while giving away the least holds the power. This is known as information asymmetry. Every time you open your mouth to boast, to complain, or to share your unpolished thoughts, you are giving away your power. You are handing your competitors a map of your mind. You are telling them your weaknesses, your insecurities, and your next move. Robert Greene, in his legendary book, The 48 Laws of Power, states it perfectly. Always say less than necessary. When you are silent, people cannot read you. Human beings are inherently uncomfortable with silence. When you do not speak, they will try to fill the void. In their nervousness, they will talk too much. They will reveal their own insecurities, their own plans, and their own weaknesses. By simply remaining quiet, you become a mirror. You observe, you gather data, you become unpredictable. If people do not know what you are doing, they cannot prepare for you. They cannot sabotage you. If they do not know how much money you have, they cannot ask you for it. If they do not know your next business move, they cannot copy it. Your silence makes you formidable. It creates an aura of mystery and authority. The man who speaks little is presumed to know much. The man who speaks constantly is eventually ignored. 6 to 8:30. Part 4. The Stealth Wealth Protocol, Gizli Zenginlik Protokolü. This brings us to the concept of stealth wealth. New money dresses in designer logos from head to toe. They drive loud, depreciating supercars to the grocery store. They want the world to know they have arrived. But in doing so, they place a massive target on their own backs. They attract fake friends, gold diggers, and opportunistic predators. They are driven by insecurity, the need to prove to the world that they are no longer poor. Old money, true wealth, is invisible. It dresses in tailored, unbranded clothing. It drives reliable, understated vehicles. It lives in secure, private estates. Why? Because true wealth understands the danger of envy. Human nature is fundamentally envious. When you flash your success in the faces of those who are struggling, you do not inspire them. You breed resentment. You create silent enemies. The silent capitalist does not need to wear his bank account on his wrist. His confidence comes from his balance sheet, not his wardrobe. He blends in. He is the guy in the plain black sweater sitting in the corner of the coffee shop, quietly managing a multi-million-dollar portfolio on his laptop. He is a ghost in the machine. He moves freely because no one is looking at him. He negotiates better deals because people underestimate him. He protects his peace, his assets, and his family by mastering the art of looking remarkably average. 8:30 to 10. Part 5. The Execution and Outro, Uygulama ve Kapanış. So how do you apply the law of strategic invisibility starting today? First, initiate the Ghost Protocol. For the next 6 months, cut the noise. Stop telling people what you are going to do. If someone asks how your business is going, just say, "I'm working on a few things, keeping busy." Give them nothing. Second, embrace isolation. You cannot build an empire while attending every social event. You must fall in love with the quiet, lonely hours of the morning and the late hours of the night. That is where the real work is done. Third, detach from the need to be understood. Most people will not understand why you are working so hard, why you are saving so aggressively, or why you have gone quiet. Let them misunderstand you. Let them assume you are failing. Let them think you have given up. Your job is not to manage their perception of you. Your job is to construct a reality so undeniably powerful that when you finally do reveal it, no words will be necessary. Stop performing for the crowd. Step off the stage, enter the shadows, and start building. If you have the discipline to master the art of silence, Welcome to the 1%. Subscribe to the Silent Capitalist, because here we know the truth. True power whispers.